Back when I was the managing director of my own startup, I used to work like 10 to 14-hour days and constantly chasing tasks but never feeling like accomplished enough. And now I consistently work 6 to 8 hours a day and get 10x more done in less time. So what have changed? And that is the topic of today's video. I will share exactly what I did to transform my productivity and how you can do the same. So as you can see here, that is my calendar and that is actually my winter routine. Why I called my winter routine? Because the circadian rhythm in winter is different. We have different sunlight. The sun goes up differently than the sun goes down, especially in winter. So I try to fit more into my circadian rhythm because when I can't wake up in the morning, like in summer it's between 5 to 6, but in winter it's like way too dark. So I don't really wake up naturally. So because it is too dark outside, I don't really like to go to bed at when it's dark and wake up when it's dark, because like my body doesn't really feel it. So I always shift my routine to around 7, because 7 is around the time the sun kind of starting to go up in winter, or the longer the winter period is starting. Yeah, sure, it always goes between more to 8, but I feel like 7 is a good time where I can wake up. It can be 7, it can be 7:30, it really depends. So here is the example. The earliest I mostly wake up in winter is 7. There's times where I wake up naturally at 6:30, that's it. So we are focusing on that. I wake up at 7 in the morning, and like what most people do actually, I don't know, people grab their phone, people scroll on TikTok when they're on toilet, whatever. The thing what I do first in the morning is I don't touch my phone, nothing. I don't do anything in the morning what's trying to disrupt my brainwave. So when I wake up and I have kind of like 1.5 hours before I drink my first cup of coffee. So I try to get my cold shower, I try to get some salt water, I try to start reading. That is really important, because when I start reading, I kind of like program my mind that I need to tackle down my task afterwards. So all the extensive work I do after this 90 minutes upon waking is kind of like a programming section to start working. Because if I would start working right away, I sometimes don't really have the mental ideas or capacities like, hey, that is the task what I need to do right now. And when I read, I kind of like cluster my mind and my brain and ideas. And when I hit the times, like I start writing, I start drinking coffee, it hits even more, and I have more ideas, alertness and clarity when I tackle down my first work. And then when I get my first cup of coffee, I start working. And that could be when I wake up between 8:30, sometimes even 9 if I wake up a bit later. That is around the time here. It is really depending on how I'm feeling, how did I sleep and everything. And that's the time where I drink coffee. And when I drink my first cup of coffee, I start writing, doing idea generation and business related stuff. And what really important for that time is we need to be and want to tackle down the best amount of concentration and focus as possible. Because in the first 4 hours, we mostly have the highest alertness and clarity. And that's exactly what I want to focus on here as well. So the most important thing to get things done, honestly, is to do deep work. Undistracted and undistracted, I hope it's the right word, time to only focus on what really matters the most. And that is mostly between 8 and 12. So as you can see here right now, I'm currently in the video recording and editing time. As you can see here, it's 12:12. It is right. Yeah, it's 12:13 now. Oh, it changed. And this is the time where I was writing my newsletter, creating ideas, do new YouTube video ideas, do some marketing funnel explanation whatsoever. And then it's the video creation time, what we hear right now. And what is really important for the uninterrupted time is we need to have a clear goal. We need to know what are we working on and what is the most important task we need to tackle down in the first 4 hours. And that can change during the day, it can change in a week. You can also have a different routine, strategy, whatsoever. That is all up to you. But what is really important is that we have one specific goal we want to reach every 90 days. I talk in a couple of other videos and also in my newsletter that I have this 90-day challenge. The most important about this 90-day challenge is we have one specific task or goal or thing we want to accomplish in these 90 days. And currently I'm in month 2. So yesterday was month 2 starting, which is more about persuasion, sales funnels, marketing funnels, and so on. And month 1 was about content. And in the last month, in the 90 days, I want to reach my goal. My goal is to make 5,000 revenue with my digital products, only with content creation and posting content. Is it like on social media? Is it on YouTube? And my main platform is also only one specific goal. The one specific goal is to make 5K with digital products and all this stuff over YouTube mostly, and everything else like social media, Instagram, that is secondary. That is only when YouTube works. So I do my long format videos right now, and then I convert them to my short format content, and then I write my newsletter, which also converts either to my long format or it's from my long format to newsletter, and then I contribute that over different social media channels, similar a bit to Dan Co, but in a different perspective and suitable to my routine. I have no idea how long I'm recording. I hope it's not too long. Okay. And then what I do afterwards is when we have a specific goal, which is the 5K, everything else becomes unnecessary. And that is also the time where I focus the most about that here. And then later on, we are in, for example, recording time, and that is where I'm recording a video. And then later we have the flexible time. And what is really important in this time where we have the highest priority task, we want to stay fasted, highly caffeinated, and putting all our attention, focus, and concentration into these 4 to 6 hours. And that's what I'm doing right now. And we are nearly hitting at 1 p.m., which is drinking a protein shake and apple cider vinegar to lower the spike. In the past, I was consuming eggs and proteins during this time, but I realized a couple of things. When I consume too much caffeine, I mean, it's not much, 2 cups of coffee every day, but strong ones, and the eggs, it kind of, I don't know, I need the carbs to fight against the cortisol, because cortisol rises when we drink caffeine. And when I drink carbs or consume carbs, it lowers the cortisol in our body. And then I mostly hit some training, because I realized when I hit training later in the day, my body tends to get more stress, and I realized the increase in cortisol in my body. So I changed that, and the eggs in that way, it sounds weird, but somehow the eggs give me an increase in cortisol and cholesterol in a good way. So I have energy after my meal again, so I don't get this dip. So the shake and apple cider vinegar is to get the nutrients for my training, to do the gym, go to the track training, or to go for a run, and it's not really heavy on the stomach. Then I can do my training after my 6 hours of work, between 4 to 6 hours of work, it depends. And then after the training session, is it gym, is it legs, is it running, and bicycle in summer, but we have the winter period, then I consume eggs and kind of more have a ketogenic meal or have a low carb meal. It depends if it's post workout or running or whatsoever, but yeah, it is more like low carb. So I should either switch that to low carb for better explanation, and yeah, switch that to all events, it's low carb. And then after my meal, I mostly go on a treadmill, and then just to lower the insulin spike and have a flexible work period. It can be uploading videos, it can be video editing sometimes, because I didn't finish it in this time period before going to the training, and I need to train in this time, because otherwise, I don't know, I feel more stressed because I work 6 hours completely straight like this right now. So I go from there, go here, record the video, do everything, and then I hit 1 p.m. and it's like 4 to 6 hours of work, and my brain needs rest and we generally need rest. And most of the people who work too much, they get burnout and they can't work for a longer period of time. So that's really important as well. And then during this time, I have another work and then I have dinner. And after dinner, it really depends what I'm doing. It can be flexible work again. I can record videos, I can work more, I can consume content. I mean, not content in terms of in educational content. It can be video editing, it can be writing, it can be everything. It's really flexible to how I'm feeling and how much energy I have left. Or I recover, spend time with friends, sometimes play video games, not really often, maybe once a week, or spend time with my girlfriend. They're the things. And yeah, sometimes I meet my girlfriend 3 times in a week. Sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more. It really depends. And that is for me recovery, because otherwise we need recovery. Because otherwise, saying too many times. If we don't recover properly, we cannot put that much performance into the work in the morning. So that is so important to do. And yeah, that is mostly what I'm doing. And try to tackle down the most work, 80% of work in the first 4 to 6 hours, and all of the rest is like extra. Yeah, and also try to get more recovery done, because the recovery, training for example is recovery, not being on your phone is recovery, moving is recovery, cooking can also be recovery. So consider that a lot of things, what is not being on social media or things what stimulates your brain too much is a recovery. Sauna is a recovery. I also do once a week a sauna day. That is mostly on Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, that is the things. Try to do what works best for you. That is, for example, my idea and my explanations. And I hope it helps you. And yeah, I hope all of the information I'm providing, and I hope the video is not too long, because I'm just sometimes just talking too much, is all of the thing. And if you want to join the 90-day challenge, link is down below. All of the other stuff, if you want to book a call, talk to me, be on my Discord channel, join the community, sign up to the newsletter, whatsoever. If you're interested in seeing more content, all the links are in the descriptions down below. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please give me a feedback, put something down in the comments. And if you didn't like this video, please, you can give me a bit like if you want. I do tend to enjoy positive reviews. But yeah, if you have something negative to say about, please tell me in the comments so I can improve my videos. I'm not a big YouTuber yet. But yeah, hopefully you liked this video, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.